Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Please comment, rate, subscribe, folks. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like, watch, and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen, folks, there's a link tree down below. Has the links to all of my social media. Please go down there, follow me across all my social media, and talk to me because I talk back. Also down there as well in that link tree is links to my YouTube pages. Please go down there, subscribe to all my YouTube pages, and turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. Listen, folks, Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, I'll be doing a live radio show. I take live callers. I talk directly to the people. I take live callers. Call in. We'll be talking about training camp. We'll be talking about the Jets roster. We'll be talking about the upcoming preseason game. We'll be discussing it all. Hard Knocks, all of it, all right? Call in. I take live callers. I love going back and forth with you folks about this football team. So with that said and done and put to the side, I've come to talk to you folks today about the Jets joint practice with the Carolina Panthers. Whoa, there were some things exposed today, and there was some frustration, okay? That is evidence, all right? And we're going to be discussing that. Now, I'm going to start with the Jets' offensive side of the ball first when we talk about these joint practices. Now, again, keep in mind that we're going to be having a preseason game as well upcoming this weekend with the Carolina Panthers too. So this joint practice here, it was kind of crazy on offense because we saw clearly that the Jets' offensive line struggled mightily against the Carolina Panthers front. Listen, Burns had himself a day. He had 2 sacks, clearly. Max Mitchell, at least 2 sacks. But there was a ton of pressure in Aaron Rodgers' face. Guys were all over him, okay? And this offensive line struggled. Now, keep in mind, Billy Turner, Max Mitchell, those guys were the guys rotating. Kai Becton was working with the second and third team. So when you look at this situation, right, this offensive line has been a question mark. And I've been questioning this line since before the offseason really got going, before the draft, before free agency. And I was hoping that, the Jets would do something to kind of give it an uptick or a boost. Now, when I was expressing my concerns in the offensive line, many people told me, Joe, you don't worry about it. Everything's going to be fine. It's going to be good. Like, you're just kind of overdoing it. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. There's concerns here because there was concerns last season, right? You look at our situation. Let's go left tackle. Dwayne Brown. Everybody's raving about Dwayne Brown, and he was all right last season, but he's not like a top-tier tackle. But keep in mind that Dwayne Brown, he's still on the pup. He's not even playing right now. He's not even out there in practice. Now, Sulla did talk about him today, and he did say he would be back soon. When soon is, we really don't know. But when asked if he would be ready for week 1, he said, absolutely, yeah, he'll be out there week 1. Okay, but Dwayne Brown's not out there right now. And if he is ready for week 1, does that mean he's not going to play into week 1? Because this situation is kind of crazy that he's going to be walking in to a situation where he's under a brand new offensive coordinator, Nathaniel Hackett. He's walking into being under a brand new scheme. Part of being on the offensive line, the thing that makes offensive linemen play so well is understanding what the man next to you is going to do. Understanding how to gel. They have to gel. They have to get continuity. They have to gel quickly as well if he doesn't get ready and if he's not ready to go until week 1. I don't know what's going on here, right? I just, there's some questions. Then you look at the guard, the left guard position. Laken Tomlinson was not good last season. He was bad, right? So bad that this season is really a prove-it year for him. Because if he don't play well this season, and there's a chance that he might not, he's going to be out of here. They're going to get rid of him. Connor McGovern, the guy that's playing center right now, he was trash last season too. He wasn't very good, right? Mind you, he said today that when he was signing, he knew that the Jets were going to draft a center because they told him that. So part of his job is getting Tippmann ready to be the guy. But Connor McGovern wasn't very good. Now ATV right guard, listen, when ATV fully healthy, ready to go, I have a ton of faith in him. He looks like a guy that plays like an all-pro guard. He is very good. But again, he's coming back off of an injury, and then you got to wonder about the right tackle position, right? So the 2 tackle positions, the center and the guard position, left guard at least, you got to worry about that. And again, these guys are still gelling under a brand new offensive scheme here with Nathaniel Hackett, which takes time. A lot of people do not understand, right? Bringing in offensive schemes, implementing them, and expecting the type of production that we're expecting this upcoming year, we have Super Bowl expectations. It's tough to get that type of production in year one because guys are still feeling their way through the scheme, right? It's great when you can go out there and not think and just play football, but when you're running a scheme that has different ticks and verbiage and there's things you might have to do differently that you didn't have to do last year, you have to start to think. And guess what happens when players think? They slow down, right? So there's a lot of questions there, okay? A lot of questions there along this offensive line and what's going to happen going forward. They struggled today, and Aaron Rodgers was frustrated. Also, keep in mind, I talked about the new scheme. Penalties have been an issue, particularly along the offensive line. Pre-snap penalties and penalties after the snap. And there were issues with penalties today as well in the joint practice against Carolina. That comes from the scheme. That comes from the scheme. So they got to clean those things up going forward, and I hope they do again. Mekhi Becton, right? Playing with the 2s and 3s, and he was not lining up at left tackle either. They have him lining up at right tackle, and from everything that's been reported, he looked really good out there, putting his hands on guys, moving people. He was dominant physically. Mekhi Becton, the preseason game, the couple snaps he was out there, he looked really good. I want to see him continue to build strength in that knee. But it's very interesting something that Aaron Rodgers said today as well. Aaron Rodgers, and this is the quote, Aaron Rodgers said that the New York Jets, that they have to find out who's going to be the starting 5 along their offensive line soon, but they know that Brown is going to play. And when I saw that, I said to myself, okay, 2 questions. How is Dwayne Brown going to play, right? If we talk about competition at every position, and comment down below, let me know what y'all think. How is he going to play, and they know he's going to play, if he hasn't been out there to practice? But we talk about competition at every position. How can he compete at a high level if he ain't out there, right? Shouldn't the guys that are out there competing and doing everything, shouldn't those be the guys that should be in line to win that left tackle position? And I'm saying left tackle because Dwayne Brown has never played right tackle. Not in the NFL, he hasn't. So if y'all know he's going to play, then does that mean he already has the left tackle position and that's that? so that starts to, add some questions to the situation, because then it's like, okay, so does that mean that Mekhi Becton has no chance to be the Jets starting left tackle? So then what's going on with Mekhi Becton? Does that mean he is literally going to be the right tackle and that's that? It's just a lot of questions. But that's what was said by Aaron Rodgers. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Even Corey Davis today as well talked about being frustrated with the offense and how they have to clean things up. Connor McGovern spoke about it as well, admitting that the offensive line struggled today. I will tell you this, Lazard did look good, all right? He looked good. And let me tell you, the Jets offensive line got to clean things up. We play a lot of good teams, especially early, and they're going to be bringing the heat, okay? Buffalo early in prime time, Dallas, Kansas City, Philly. That's just a couple of teams that we're going to be playing. They can rush the passer and get after it. This Jets offense has to come out the gate hot. And those teams are teams that are not to be played with, okay? Now, keep in mind, New England as well, we play them. We know that they're always well coached. This Jets offense has got to get out the gate rolling, and this Jets offensive line has got to find some way to gel quickly and get rolling. All right, but outside of that, outside of the pressures and stuff, Aaron Rodgers looked pretty solid on the day. He went out there and did his thing, but they've got to clean it up. Defensively, Carl Lawson's still dealing with that back issue, but he's going to be all right. Sauce has a quad injury, so, he took his time. They sat him down as well. And Echols was up and down against Cleveland, right? Didn't like that game. He had some penalties early that really frustrated me, but he got an interception, ran it back for a pick 6 against the Carolina Panthers. So things are, maybe on the uptick for him. That's good to see. But boy, this offensive line, Offensive line of the Jets got to clean it up. Comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. How do you folks feel about this situation here? What are your thoughts about the Jets' offensive line? Are you concerned about it? What are your thoughts about Dwayne Brown still not being out there, but, you know, being talked about as a guy that probably is going to play on the offensive line regardless? Give me your thoughts about that. And let me know what you feel about this Jets defense. You know, Echols on the uptick. Let me know. Comment down below. Let's go back and forth. You folks have a good one. Peace.